Hello. I wanted to jump on because two different entrepreneurs this week asked me the same question. So I thought, what better way to answer the question than to jump on here and answer it live? I love questions, by the way. So if you have any questions at all about video marketing, about how to create effective videos, or anything to do with getting yourself out there on video, pop those questions in the comments, or if you're shy about your question and you would rather connect with me directly, feel free to message me because I absolutely love answering questions. So the question was, what do I mean by intentional videos? What does it mean when I say creating intentional videos? So this is such a great question because a lot of people don't think about it, and instead they just make videos, content for content's sake. They're just putting videos out there because they've heard that they should be doing videos, and they're not thinking about the intention behind those videos. So I'm going to tell you the two things you need to ask yourself before creating a video to ensure that it has intention behind it. So the number one thing you need, or the first thing you need to ask yourself is, why? Why are you creating this video? What is the purpose of the video in terms of how it helps your ideal customer solve a little bit of their problem? What is the point of your video? Why are you creating it? Not just because it's on some, content calendar list that you're supposed to create a video today. That's not a good why. You want to be focused on, how is this going to help my ideal customer? How is this going to help them with the problem that they are facing right now in their business or personally? That problem that you solve. You always want to solve a little piece of that problem with every single video. So that's the first thing you need to ask in order to create intentional videos. And that is, why? What's the purpose of the video? What are you trying to do with the video? Now, the second thing you want to ask yourself is, what action do I want the viewer to take? Now, this sounds like a kind of a strange question, but in order for your video to have an intention, you need to know what you want the viewer to do next. And that means that you need to think about your call to action before you start your video. And your call to action could be anything from the classic, buy my thing, or it could be download, connect, comment, share, visit my website, like me, follow me on whatever social media platform you're sharing. So there are a lot of different calls to action. The point is, if you want your video to create a reaction, you need to let your audience know what that action should be. So that is how you build intention into your video, by helping the viewer know what action to take next. So those are the two things. Figure out why you're creating the video and what intention or what action you want them to take next. So from the viewer's perspective, how is this video going to help them? And from your perspective as a video creator, what is the action you want them to take? So those are the two things that you should be doing with every single video. Now, when we zoom out and we look at the collection of your videos, we can build an intentional video marketing strategy. So the whole strategy can have intention. And that can happen when you have lots of different videos that are all intentional, and the intention shifts. So you don't always have videos that are all about buy my thing. Not every single video should be buy my thing. You want to use video to build relationships. And if you want to build relationships, you have to serve your customer at different stages in their customer journey. So you want to have videos with the intention of helping them at each stage of that customer journey. So I know that's a lot to think about, but if you're going to do one thing, make your next video more intentional by focusing on why you're creating the video, how it's going to serve your viewer, and what action you want them to take. What do you intend for them to do next? And hopefully that will help you create videos that get more traction. Now, this came from two questions that I got this week, and I absolutely love answering questions. So Do you have a question about creating effective videos? Do you have a question about video marketing or strategy around video marketing? I would absolutely love to hear your question and answer your question either directly or in one of my next live videos. So you can comment below, and if that feels too open and exposed, then feel free to message me directly and I'll be happy to answer your question. All right, I look forward to those questions and we'll talk to you soon.